What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? And welcome back to another new season of the Power Skate Show. I'm your host, Alex Stossel, coming from you from Baltimore, Maryland. And hey, we're having a nice time. And free agency, that's why you guys are here for, is to recap the free agency. We'll get to all the topics, but before we do it, we have a special guest which we will introduce. But first off, please welcome the man, Mr. Grant Flood.
Hello, everybody. Glad to have you with us again. We got a round of applause today.
Yeah,
I like it. How's it going, everybody? I'm Grant Flood from Flusher Sports Zone, Season 6 of the Power Skate Show. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we have gone 6 seasons since starting this right in the beginning of quarantine. It is truly remarkable, and This may be my last season before I head off to college. So we're going to make this a bang, and me and Alex are really going to continue to try to fill in weekly episodes and try to recap all the news this offseason. But speaking of college, we got another Dean College student ready to join the channel.
Dean College representative, Mr. Sam Smith. I gotta give him the standing ovation.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I proud you may chill out. How's it going, Sam?
It's going good, man. How are you guys?
I'm great. First guest, and God knows, for like almost a year.
It hasn't been that long since we've had a guest.
I don't know.
Like a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, a couple months. Oh yeah, the
interview. Sean. We had Sean on during the playoffs.
Oh yeah, duh. I'm so blind. But anyway, welcome to Season 6, Episode 1. Sam, congratulations, first guest in Season 6.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
You're no problem. All right, so you guys are maybe wondering why am I wearing my Blue Jackets jersey, not my Devils jersey. You'll find out why. I got the Crickets ready to go.
Yeah.
And got some Brass Bonanzas and some trades.
Bonanzas. Oh boy.
Well, we play that whenever Hurricanes news pops up. It's a good old reference from what, Season 2, Season 3?
Yes.
So funny.
All right, and Grant, we got some good news about Power Skate.
We do indeed. So,
Hold on. First off, you guys, hold on. If you guys are hockey fans, if you have not seen our Instagram, go ahead, Power Skate Show Official. If you guys want to know why we renamed it to Official, I've said it many times, you can check out the last Season 5 episodes. And you're mostly required to follow Flusher Sports Zone. He does every sports news. And Dean College Class of 2026.
There you go.
Alright, now Grant, now tell us the big news.
Well, the big news is that, thanks to free agency, we were able to reach 3,000 posts, and also potential baseball podcast coming up soon around the Diamond Podcast.
Nice.
That is starting hopefully next week with our good friends Drew and Lennon. Alex and I will be frequent guests on the podcast, so stay tuned for that. But we also got a part-time baseball podcast starting up soon as well. So
yes, and absolutely. And before off topic, welcome to Baltimore, Jackson. You're gonna love it in Baltimore. But anyway, so yeah, Power Skate, and Around the Diamond podcast are now affiliates with each other. We're the major leagues, and Around the Diamond podcast has filled in a new sport onto the Power Skate business. If you guys want to have your own sports podcast, please reach out to us, and then we'll make that work out. Or reach out to Flusher Sports Zone to have the business with him. Either or, we'll be happy to welcome you.
Also, before we start, everyone in the chat, Zohab Cooper, Bruins Coverage Productions, welcome.
Those are my guys. What's going on,
Yeah.
everybody? Those are my folks.
Oh my
What's up?
gosh! Can tell Sam we said hi.
Yes.
Appreciate
Can you
everyone
tell
stopping
Sam I say
by.
hi? Hi, Cooper.
Yeah, I feel like we're off to a great start, right, guys?
Oh, yeah, it's great. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, ready to get this party started. You want to start off the day? Well, maybe. Well, we'll get to July
Not the
news.
day. Let's give me and Alex a round of applause. Alex and I posting a lot of free agency stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know where we
Tails off
begin.
getting all the news out. I'll tell you one thing, man. It was a lot of fun as always. If you guys stopped by the draft stream, we appreciate you stopping by from that as well.
All right, where did we begin? I know it's been a while. I think we got after.
We started after Mcguire, I'm pretty sure, after Pierre Mcguire.
I just
Yo,
did
well-
the math. Hold on, if I can interrupt. We just did the. I just did the math in my head real quick. In the first 5 days of free agency, there have been 206, 229, 236, 242 signings. That's ridiculous.
That's pretty crazy. You know, I think so far this free agency has gone off to a very good start. I know a lot of people are saying it's slow. Like, I know some guys like Nazem Kadri still have yet to be signed, but
Right.
I mean, overall, with majority though, we've seen a lot of trades, a lot of players that's been staying in the same spots. They're finally getting shipped off. This
Right.
is, I feel like this free agency has been a success so far. So I don't know what those types of people are talking about, but I think this free agency, I'd probably give it about a B plus or an A minus. So
Yeah.
it's been
Very
pretty
fun
good.
to watch.
Yes. Okay, now we'll get to a little bit of injuries. I'm not sure if we discussed it, but we'll just say it. Anyway, Panthers right wing Grigory Denisenko confirmed that he suffered a broken kneecap last January during an AHL game with the Charlotte Checkers, and he underwent knee surgery, and he is expecting to return around training camp with the Florida Panthers.
Well, that's always good to hear. Speedy recovery for him, hopefully.
Now we got Pierre Mcguire. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He will never leave our television screens.
Yes,
Go away.
yes,
And
and
not a fan of Pierre.
No.
yeah, and we got to the Kvlenieks
Yeah,
stuff.
on the 4th of July.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Because last year, very unfortunate situation there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that Grant sent me the post like I woke up like 2 minutes before he sent me that.
Yeah, I literally, that was the first thing I saw when I woke up. I was devastated. And then just, hearing Merzelinski's side of the story as well, it's just an absolutely heart-wrenching situation. But,
Right.
yeah, just I'm happy, that the Blue Jackets organization, they've really rebounded nicely from that. And, they played last year for him, and they did a pretty good job. So,
Yes. All right, and do you know this guy?
yes, Jake Devrosk is back in Boston. At least he's staying.
No. God. Play Kerncraft 400 while you're at it.
Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, Jake Devrosk, he's staying in Boston. And let me just say, I know he had a fantastic second half of the season, especially after, we requested the trade request. Cassie bumped him up to the second line, and that's when Devrosk played the best he's ever played, even throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
Did he take back the trade request because Cassidy was fired? I think that's a huge question mark regarding
I
this.
put that conspiracy theory out there myself. I think that might be the reason why. I genuinely think that's why.
I mean, you can make a good assumption that could have been the case. But regardless, I do think DeBrusk will be starting second line right wing. He's going to be playing on that Hall line. He's going to be at least playing with Taylor Hall. Actually, Marchand's out for a while. So.
I think they're going to keep Hall and Pasternak together
Yeah.
I think they're going to put DeBrusk up top with Bergeron and Marchand.
Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking Hall was probably going to start on the first line anyway because
Marchand's
Marchand is
hurt,
injured, right?
Yeah.
But until Marchand comes back, that's an interesting thing. Whether they put DeBrusk on the Marchand and Bergeron line. So we'll see what happens there.
Hey guys, I have to grab my computer charger. You guys can still talk about DeBrusk if you want.
All right, sounds good. So so what are your overall takes on this, Sam? You think it's
when I first heard that DeBrusk was rescinding his trade request, I actually was not shocked at all.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
I was like, when I heard that he was rescinded, I was like, well, Cassidy's probably the reason. Him getting fired at the time he did. For those who are in the chat, were probably there when I went off for like an hour. I heard it, went to my computer, hit a stream. Let's go. Let's talk about this. So, I remember saying this is probably a terrible decision and all that stuff. And now that I kind of think back to that day, and when I heard that DeBrusk re-signed for 2 years for $4 million per season, I'm thinking, well, this was just for a sign-in trade. Well, I guess not. I guess he rescinded his trade request now, so now he wants to play for the Bruins. I'm just like, he's probably the most confusing player the Bruins have had in the past few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting how the tides turn based off of one or two, front office decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know if they keep Cassidy around for another year. Maybe DeBrusk does get traded. He probably gets traded. I think he would. Draft.
I think if the Bruins kept Cassidy, I think DeBrusk was probably not a Bruin anymore. They probably would have traded him at the draft.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. DeBrusk coming off his third season where he had over 40 points, of course, since entering the league in 2017-18, 43 points in 17-18, 2018-19, he had 42, and then last season, 42, 25 goals, 17 assists in 77 games. Like I said, the majority of those stats come from right after the trade deadline. It was that Western Conference road trip in last February where DeBrusk just started going off, and he did not slow down, so...
He was one of the best players the Bruins had in that final couple months there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, huge stretch for him.
All right, I'm back. So now let's get... So Mike Greer is the new GM.
Well, the last guy, Doug Wilson, I believe is who it was.
Yeah.
That guy was turning into a liability for that organization.
Right.
Last year or two, had some issues, wasn't really being the quote-unquote GM of the team, so they needed to get rid of him at some point, and they got Mike Greer, who is a very good alternative to Doug Wilson.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea, getting a guy who was a former player for a little bit over, get an experienced player in a position role like the GM. I think that's a good idea that I think most franchises, back in the day, I feel like they used to not really do that. They weren't really fond of that, but now I feel like they're more open to it as well, allowing former players and whatnot in the front office and the coaching staff, especially now more than ever.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, and I also realized Mike Greer played for the Capitals for 2 years.
Capitals fan giving us a Capitals tribute. I don't know. I mainly remember Greer with the Sabres.
I think we got the Royal Blue and.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember Matt Molson. We already talked about him.
The whole Kaprizov situation.
Oh my god.
That was nuts.
That was insane. We still don't know what's going on with him. Is he in Russia? Is he in the United States? Is he in the between? I don't know.
Last I checked, there was a fake report that he was in the U.S. He actually is in Russia, but who really knows?
He's in some limbo right now.
But hold on. Brian Marchment sadly passed away. We'll give him the nostalgia of the week.
Yeah. I mean, very unfortunate, too. Being a member of that Sharks organization and passing away literally 24 hours before the draft. I mean, I can't even imagine, how stressed out the Sharks organization could have been, obviously preparing for the draft. But not only that, but now, of course, having to deal with a loss. It's just a whole really unfortunate moment, and the timing was so off, and it came so unexpected. I mean, it's only 53. It's just a whole crazy moment that comes at you.
Yeah, and of course for his son Mason, right? Going into free agency. I remember I mentioned this when I talked about this.
Right.
His son Mason, few days away, going to be a free agent, trying to decide where he's going to play next year. He's playing in Dallas. Spoiler alert for those who haven't figured it out yet. Going to be in Dallas next year, and then it also has that in the back of his head that his dad just passed.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be in a really weird situation for him, probably starting this season for Dallas.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the Stars do some type of memorial for him. I think that would be pretty cool. Hopefully the Sharks and other teams that he played for as well. Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg, Hartford. Won't play the Brass Bonanza for this one, but yeah, very unfortunate passing. But I just hope Mason's doing fine, and obviously he found himself with the Stars next year, and I just hope he has a great season in honor for his father. I think that would be really awesome for the sport.
Hope he has a really good season, and he just got paid good money, so I think he's doing it.
Yeah. And also, I hope he wins Masterton next year if he has a good year.
Right.
He might be the Stars candidate.
Yeah.
Overpowering adversity. Insane.
Avalanche and Blackhawks will play on October 12th as the Avalanche will raise their third banner. I might go live in that game. We'll see. But yeah, Blackhawks will play at the Ball Arena during
That's
the
a
Avalanche.
stupid name. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Before I interrupt, that is a stupid name for an arena.
Pepsi Center was 20 times better, 100%.
Pepsi Center was much better. I know they lost the rights to Pepsi. I understand that. But that is a stupid name. Sorry.
Not as worse as the Heinz Field change. That was the worst. But Ball Arena is still pretty bad.
At Acrisure Stadium now? Is that what it's called?
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. I just find it also so funny that Chicago, they used to host all these games against their division rival, putting up the banner, and now, oh boy, a long way we go, especially after the incidents over the past couple of years with that franchise. It really is like a good way to kind of rub it in their face a little bit. Like,
and now they're just blowing the whole thing up now.
Cup with no controversy.
Now they're blowing the whole thing up right now, so it's insane.
Right.
Blue Jackets re-signed Adam Boquist to a 3-year, $7.8 million.
Is that per season or is that total?
Total.
Okay. Well, Boquist was one of their star defenders. Well, not star, but one of their top defenders last season because, I mean, they traded Seth Jones, and then he just signed this crazy contract with Chicago. They needed somebody on the right side to step up, and that was Boquist. So, good deal.
Yeah.
Was a good deal. Got 11 goals, 11 assists last year.
There you go.
Yes. Solid. Yeah, for Adam Boquist, he's now having the potential to be a top pair defenseman with Zach Werenski.
Yeah.
Because even though he didn't get anything when he was with Chicago, because let's be real, he was an assist machine with Chicago. He was more likely a defensive defenseman with Chicago, but now he's now turning into like a two-way defender at this point.
Right, exactly. I agree.
Also coming off a career high in block shots with 47.
Yeah. Wild re-signed Jake Milton. It's a you know what? I don't like this deal. I'm just gonna give it to Crickets. Cause I'll tell you this.
Quick solution.
He's more likely a 7th defenseman.
Yeah. I mean, 2.4 mil for a guy who just had 14 points. That's not good.
He's a defenseman, but I will say, overpaid. I didn't see a whole lot because I watched a lot of Wild games. I watched like 4 or 5, and he was starting in every single one of them. I didn't see much from him to warrant anything around $2 million a season. Like, I think they just paid him to keep him around, which is I don't know why. He would have been fine if he went elsewhere.
Good old veteranosity, am I right?
Yes.
He has
Hey,
the
Grant, we
ugly
got
mustache.
and Grant, we got back-to-back crickets.
Oh, I'm ready to shred into this contract.
Oh, he ain't gonna last that long.
6 years, 36.6. Oh.
Now, Pittsburgh's main argument as to why they re-signed Letang and why most Penguin fans are happy about this is because, well, he just came off a 68-point season.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this guy, since 2018, you can tell that he has gotten slower and way less defensive. And now to pay a guy until he's 41 years old, I think that is an absolutely horrible idea. I think he's either getting bought out at around age 38 or 39, or he's going to retire and Pittsburgh's going to do some thing where they put his contract on the, injured reserve list and they're going to get more salary cap that way. I don't know what Pittsburgh's long-term goal is with this, but this looks like a panic move.
It was to keep him around.
Right.
Because it was before everything went down, it was between Letang or Malkin. And originally I was convinced they chose Letang. Right. And then we'll get into that later on, but obviously Pittsburgh had other plans.
Yeah, we're gonna give another crickets to the Penguins.
Yeah. For sure. That's rough.
Georgiev gets traded to the Avalanche to the Colorado Avalanche. This is a good trade because we all know that Georgiev was requesting the trade because he doesn't want to
he doesn't want to back up to Shesterkin.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be a backup to the best young goalie in the league right now. He's like,
exactly.
Listen, I'm looking at this right now. I'm coming off a 15-win season. I'm still 26 years old. Let me go to a team where I can be a starter or at least, be a backup, but I can still play, 30, 35 games. Kind of have a Tuukka Rask, Yaroslav Halak situation, something along the lines of that. Goriev realizes he's about to enter his prime, and he doesn't want to waste that behind Shesterkin, and I personally don't blame him. Why would you want to?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's for him. I mean, he needed somewhere to go. He was never happy wanting to back up Igor for sure, and Colorado needed a goaltender now that Darcy Kemper's off to DC. But I know you're happy about that. But that man, it's him. It's gonna be him and who? Jonas Johansson? Is that who that's gonna be?
Johansson may have signed with the Panthers, or am I crazy? I don't remember.
I don't remember who it was, but whoever their backup is going to be playing 20 games while Georgiev plays 60. Just wow.
Mm-hmm. All right, next. Darcy Kemper will not resign with Colorado. We'll get to that. Nuke drop. Chicago. We'll get to the crickets after when we get to the draft.
Yeah, we'll get to the crickets during the draft because that was funny what they did during the draft. It was also funny what they did here because, dumpster fire's underway. So, Alex DeBrincat, let's take a look here. So, 24 years old, second-round pick, just had 78 points. And you trade him for picks. Really? I know there are high picks, but you still trade him for picks. And only one first rounder. Which I do not even agree with the
They could have gotten so much more.
They could have gotten so much more to a team that was in win now mode. That's what they could have done.
Yeah.
They could have, maybe not a Western Conference team. They could have gone to an Eastern Conference team. They could have gone to a team like the Rangers or, a team that could have managed the cap situation. They could have said, listen, I know you're in win now mode. You give me 2 first-round picks and, a decent role player. DeBrincat's yours. We both win the trade. That's what they should have done. Instead, they panicked. Oh, no, the draft's in a few hours. We got to trade DeBrincat right now. Bad time management by the Blackhawks also.
Yeah. And DeBrincat, And to Brinkett, he was half a goal per game with 41 goals in the 82 games. He did that twice in 4 years.
Insane. His worth was a lot more than what Chicago got.
Yeah.
Like I said, they looked at the clock and they panicked.
Mm-hmm.
That was brutal. And now Ottawa drastically improved with him and somebody else we'll get into in a little bit. But this was wow.
I mean, Ottawa essentially has their first line in place now after just a week.
Their top 6 is set.
Yep, absolutely. And they were able to save some cap by releasing a couple of players also. So
Like Colin White.
That's right.
Who's going to Florida now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Fleury is staying in Minnesota.
I will say I didn't see this coming one bit. I genuinely did not see this coming because Fleury, he's getting older. He made it known. Well, the Wild's organization made it known it was going to be either Fleury or Talbot. They weren't going to have both. So they were like, well, I originally thought he was going to Toronto. Right?
That's what Elliot Friedman thought too.
I thought he was going to Toronto. And then they went off and got 2 interesting goaltenders, which we'll get into. I'm shocked they even got one of them. But yeah, so he stays in Minnesota, $7 million, gets 3.5 per year on average. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good deal, but I honestly thought he was either retiring or if he was going to sign with someone, it would have been a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
For like
I
$4
agree.
million. But
All right, Grant. It's draft time.
oh boy,
Should I give the first 2 picks to Crickets?
no, you shouldn't. You should give the organizations the Crickets, but not the
Yes.
players themselves. The
Yes.
players themselves, absolutely talented, but.
Yes.
You know, maybe these draft picks will work in the end. Maybe Alex and I were overreacting a little bit during the draft. Or Alex, let's go ahead and
going
pick
to Montreal.
Crickets anyway. I will say
draft.
I'm so happy for the small community of Slovakia. All right, I know I have a couple of friends over there, and we're really happy about the top 2 picks. And I just know they're feeling sky high right now. They're loving the NHL again, and it really is huge for the sport in that community. So I will say, at least I'm happy regarding that aspect.
Montreal, what the hell? What are you doing? What are you doing? I understand, from what I understand, apparently Shane Wright didn't have a good attitude through the Montreal Arizona and whoever else the 3rd pick was. I don't remember. It might have been Philadelphia or New Jersey. I don't remember. But and then they go after, and then Shane Wright goes 4th to Seattle. But like, what? He was right there. He was right there, and they go off and get this Slavkovsky dude, who I think is really cocky for his age. He's talking about, well, I'm gonna make people pay for not picking me. Well, you're 18. Just shut up. You're 18 years old. Like, stop.
Yes. Okay, so we have a reaction.
Oh yeah, this was
Okay, so
because this is what me and Alex were like. All right, first pick's done. Shane Wright surely going number 2, right? Oh dear.
all right, here we go.
Hey.
Second selection, number 2.
Here.
Dimitra, Simon, Nemeth.
What? Simon Nemeth. What is going on here? Shane Wright is dropping at rapid speed, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Wright, he is dropping down the board. Oh no! Alright. So Shane Wright, Simon Nemeth. Second
That
overall
is going to backfire on that organization so hard. Wow.
Yeah, because Sam, you think that Wright should have gone number 1 too, right?
I was shocked he didn't go number 1.
Yeah.
I thought he should have.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Nemeth?
Yes.
He wasn't even on my radar for the top 5, let alone the second pick. Wow. I think he's going like 6th or 7th. But man, well, going to New Jersey, 2nd overall pick.
Mm-hmm. 3rd overall pick. Relocate.
Give up, Bettman. It's over. They're in a
Houston's
college
right
arena
there.
now.
Houston's right there.
Houston. Ooh, that's interesting.
Well, I've
makes
discussed this on my channel before. The reason why I say Houston is because they wouldn't have to relocate like shuffle the divisions because Houston's would be in the Central, right? And it's right there. They need an NHL team to become a Big Four, so that would be most ideal situation. I know Quebec City and Hartford. I get it. I understand. I kind of want the Whalers to come back to at some point, but Houston's right there. That would be the most reasonable one. And plus, you can imagine the Stars and Houston rivalry there.
Yeah, whenever someone says Houston, like I understand the reasoning behind it, but I'm also like they have the Stars, and I feel like for a state like Texas, I think that's like enough.
Well, I could make the same argument for Penguins and Flyers in Pennsylvania.
That's
like,
true.
why do they have
And
more
then
than
I mean,
one
look
team
at that;
there?
those are 2 big market franchises.
Or
I mean,
Florida with
I get the
Tampa.
reasoning.
Or Florida with Tampa and the Panthers, or the Rangers, or the New York with their 4 teams or 3 teams or whatever. Rangers, Islanders, and Sabres. Like, why do they have 3 teams? Ontario, Toronto, and Ottawa. Like, it just keeps going on and on and on. So, I think Houston's a big market. They have the potential to be a Big Four team, a Big Four city. So I might as well go for it, right?
I mean, your logic makes sense. I certainly get the reasoning. Let's just hope they don't like relocate to Atlanta. We have a 3rd Atlanta team. No.
Oh God, please don't do that. We don't need the Atlanta
You
Kraken
see,
again.
because Gary Bettman doesn't do this. But like the only reason why I think the Kraken truly became a team is because people were just crying for Seattle to have a team, and their minor league market did really good for so long.
The Thunderbirds
They
did really
kind of
well.
had no choice but to put a team in Seattle. So, yeah, maybe if Houston, is like, hey, we want a team. We want to become a Big Four city. We want to have a really good rivalry with the Stars. Maybe they can build something off of that.
And plus, they got the facility for it. They got the Toyota Center,
Right.
Yeah.
which is a huge arena, which is made for hockey and basketball. So I don't see why not. I don't see why they couldn't do that.
Right.
So
All right, I got a good impression for the draft, right? With the 4th overall pick. Oh, wait. We have a trade to talk about. I forgot. The
overpay.
Massively.
the Canadians trade defenseman Alexander Romanov to the New York Islanders for a 4th round pick and a 1st round pick.
That was a massive overpay. Romanov was not worth a 1st round pick. I'm sorry. Like the 4th round, maybe another low round pick, fine, whatever. The 13th pick, really interesting.
I feel like there's a lot of draft capital for like just a 3rd line pairing defenseman. Maybe
And
2nd line because he's still young, but yeah, I don't think this guy's gonna be a 1st line defenseman anytime soon.
Yeah, and how about, hold on. How about that 50th anniversary logo for the Islanders?
I think all the anniversary logos look great. I think the Islanders, the Devils, and the Hurricanes, they all nailed it out of the park.
They all did really well at those, yeah.
Hold on. With the 4th overall pick, the Seattle Kraken pick, Mr. Shane Wright.
He finally got picked. Wow.
But hold on.
Draws a drop to the floor, right off the board.
Yeah. Right off the board. Okay, yeah. And,
I guess we can just review the 5th pick and then just recap the rest of the 1st round that way.
oh, wait, hold on.
Oh,
Blackhawks trade
yeah.
Kirby Doc to the Canadians.
What? Kirby Doc to Montreal. That's a really interesting move for Montreal to get somebody like Kirby Doc. I thought they were in sell mode, right? Because they've traded Petrie, they've traded everybody else, so might as well not get anybody. Just we're focusing on the Laval Rocket, but I guess Kirby
And the
Dach.
Blackhawks get the 13th overall pick as well.
So they moved that. The Canadians did really well here. So they got it from the Islanders and then moved it to Chicago. They're like the facilitator and got Kirby Dach out of it.
I remember Doc's only 21, third overall pick back in 2019. I think that's the only reason why Montreal would take him is because he's still young. I think if Doc was over 23, 24, I don't think they would have traded for him.
I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely because he's 21, I think is why Montreal primarily made the move. I do think someone like Doc, especially being so young and, already getting 2 20-plus point seasons, I do think he was worth a first-round pick. So,
Yeah.
Yep, to Chicago selling.
Cutter Gauthier to Philadelphia.
Well, hey, you know what? He's going to Boston College next year. I know me and Grant appreciate that. New England College. Cutter. I've heard that he's like a very he uses his size to his advantage, right? Because look at the picture. He's not the smallest dude. So I think he'll be a good fit with the Flyers. I feel like he'll fit that Philly mentality of just I hate to say it, but kick ass and take names kind of a guy. That's what I feel like.
By the way, he's 6'2".
Big guy for a left wing, right?
Yeah.
On the bigger
6'2",
side.
189.
There you go.
And now, so Joe Sakic wins the GM of the year.
Well done.
Yeah, I mean this one was well deserved, obviously.
This was a ball, like, what's the word? This one was like a gimme. Like, this one was super easy to figure out.
Right.
Guy completely turned that organization around. I mean, from the second round exit to winning the Stanley Cup is just that's a remarkable turnaround for that organization. Just insane. What a year for Colorado.
And remember, when Sakic first began there, that was back in 2016 when they were the worst of the worst.
From worst to first under Sakic, and now
literally in under what, like 5 years? That's incredible.
And now that's the definition of a rebuild.
That's the definition of a well-done rebuild.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at the rest of the picks here. So the Bruins traded their first-round pick for Hampus Lindholm, and the Kings traded their first-round pick for Kevin Fiala. So none of my two teams picked.
Same here. The Bruins and Kings, my two teams, yeah.
Actually, I'm knowing more and more about you, Sam, anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, the Kings are my second team. I saw their AHL affiliate up my way for a long time.
Oh, and
did
can we also
pick for Winnipeg? I think that's going to be a steal at number 30 because he's projected to go like in 15.
Oh, and can we also give the credit to Isaac Howard's
the drip
look?
He looked very good in that draft. Like, he drippy, man.
Yeah.
Should have done the gritty when he walked up stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. Isaac Howard with the best entrance of the draft. But yeah, I do think the steal of the draft will either be obviously Shane Wright, but yeah, Brad Lambert, he was projected to go like 15th, 18th. Back when Winnipeg got him just sitting there like a duck at 30 is incredible.
Yeah, and we were waiting from Isaac Howard's draft to get drafted.
Yeah.
Okay, anywho, we got trades to talk about. Ville Husso trade from St. Louis to Detroit. The Yzer plan has already begun. Already, like a few years ago.
What are the Blues doing, man? Like, what is St. Louis doing? Because Husso was the far superior goaltender this season to Bennington.
Absolutely.
Right? So why are they trading the better one? Bennington, like, I understand that nobody would have ever taken Bennington's contract. It's like $5 million or something like that, something ridiculous.
Right.
So I'll pull it up. But for them to trade their better goaltender for what, a pick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for only a third-round pick. I'm gonna put it to you this way.
$6 million. He's going to the second year of his $6 million per year deal.
Oh,
stuck
and
with his-
also, yeah, Billy Husso re-signed to 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well
Who's
deserved.
the
but-
last year? You're right. Blows Bennington by a mile. 25, 7-6 with a 919 save percentage. That in no way on any universe is worth a third-round pick. I don't care what you say.
Because Bennington, I got his stats up here.
You had the better goalie for cheaper.
Right.
They're holding on to Bennington because they won the cup. I honestly think that's the reason why.
Nostalgia purposes. But here's Bennington's stats. 37 games played. Had a 3.13 goals against average and a 901 save percentage.
Again,
You-
256
that guy?
against for Husso.
If anything, I actually would have probably bought out his contract because that he is not worth $6 million. Because the only reason Bennington got that money, and I hate to be the cold-faced, like, stern killer here, the only reason Bennington got that contract was because they won the cup in 2019. And he carried them and then sucked after that.
Yeah.
And now he tries to
Sorry,
pick
Blues
fights
fans,
with
I just said it. I had to
opponents.
say it.
And Bennington, he's not, he hasn't been shy to like show his short temper as of late either. I mean, he tried to fight a Knights player once, a Sharks player once. Like Bennington just loses it. It's like, keep your
There was one
composure
game-
at least, bro.
There was one game, like, was it the COVID season when there was no fans? They were playing the Sharks. When he gets pulled out of the game, he after giving up 6 goals, you know what he does? He starts charging the Sharks bench,
Yeah.
looking for a fight, and I'm like, dude, it's not your fault. It's not their fault. You gave up 6 goals. It's your fault that you suck. I hate to be the guy to say that, but it's true.
At the end of the day, it's right. Even the Bruins, I should say, a goalie that faced the Bruins in the Stanley Cup Finals way back when dealt with the same type of situation. Corey Schneider, he was a deal where he was a better goalie than Luongo at the time, but they traded Luongo and kept around Schneider for so long until they eventually shipped him off to New Jersey. So it's it reminds me of that, when it's like you're just holding on to the older goalie just because he's basically worth more and you've done more with him. Even though Husso, despite being 27 years old, still in his second year in the league.
But I will say, if Nedeljkovic stays in Detroit, which I think he does,
right,
he and Husso will be an elite duo together. And I think Husso's got the starting job.
Husso will get the starting job, but Nedeljkovic is like top tier backup.
It might be a 1A, 1B situation. Kind of like with like Rask and Halak for those couple of years. Even with Ullmark and Swayman, Bruins reference. Ullmark and Swayman, they were both pretty solid when they were for the most part this year. Ullmark had this couple of moments there, but they had the duo, Husso and Nedeljkovic had the potential because Nedeljkovic is a good goaltender. Husso is a great goaltender. He proved it. So, good signing for Detroit. Almost just under $5 million a year, relatively cheap for some guy the caliber of Husso. So, good deal for them. And
remember, contract's only going to expire.
Really did well.
Contract's only going to expire when he's 30, also. So keep that in mind. He's due for another huge payday after this.
He might get extended. Who knows?
All right, guys, we got another trade. I got
Solid
2
board.
South picks ready to go.
What do you got?
Vitek Vanecek is heading to New Jersey.
Brando choke. See ya. Bye. Brett won't miss you.
Well, here's the thing about Vanecek getting traded to New Jersey, right? Here's the thing. They traded his RFA rights, which pretty much means that it's now in the Devil's court.
Right.
And now he just filed for arbitration today. So that means that they're going to go to an arbitrator. So pretty much the Capitals wanted to get rid of that because they knew they couldn't pay what he would have wanted, which is not what he was worth. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you,
we say Vanecek's not worth anything all the time. That's why we call him Vandechoke.
Because he has yet to earn his name.
He has to earn his name, according to Alex.
Vandechoke. That's a good one, actually. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Vanecrop's another one, but Vandechoke's a pretty good one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
In
do you
case
guys
you're
want
new
to see?
here, we like to create our own little references with.
Oh, I've done that
certain
too.
fields and
With Tom
Capitals
Wilson,
players.
no offense, with Tom Wilson, I say, well, that's he who shall not be named. I've done some other ones. No offense, Alex, but
I still have not forgiven Tom Wilson for his hit on Brendan Carlo. I know that game was over a year and a half ago, but that hit still annoys me.
I was live for that game. I
Yeah.
did lives for all the Bruins games pretty much. So I was live for that game. I was like, how is that not a penalty?
Oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't a penalty, but he did get the 10-game
know.
suspension, which
Which
was
is still
worth it.
a
Oh my
slap on
god.
the wrist. I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
Wilson's gotten better
was playing
since that
hockey around
incident,
that.
luckily. So hopefully we didn't just jinx him there. But at least Wilson's been essentially clean since then. Well, besides that little incident with Ryan Reeves, but Reeves is also a pot stirrer, so
All right, moving on.
50-50. Moving on.
Okay, and before we go, here's my reaction when I heard Vanchuk gets traded.
The scream of excitement or horror, I can't tell.
Or it could be the na 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 hey hey goodbye song.
No, it's Professor. He's that video game guy.
Oh god, the guy who can never beat Wii Sports. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's the Five Nights at Freddy's when he was playing FNAFs, and
That's
he was
funny.
scared to death.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Anywho. Oh wait, where's Brett? Wait. Did I miss something, Grant?
Yes.
Brett,
What'd you miss?
do we do the
gotta
car crash
play
or?
it.
Huh?
This is irregular because the Flyers did the car crash.
Oh,
Here's the Hurricanes. And now this is for the Flyers.
hey, that. Good.
Oh wait, now I get an ad. Yay.
Oh no!
Now you get the advertisement. He's another guy who fits.
Oh,
the-
and first off, we own the Brass Bonanza car crash for the record. This is for you, Flyers.
You still get the song casual car crash effect.
I will say one thing. Tony DeAngelo is another one of those players that will fit the Flyers' persona so well. The Broad Street bullies. This guy's a jackass. I'm sorry to say it. This guy, he can't. This guy, he was the one who picked a fight with Brad Marchand in that first round series and then threw his stick at him because he was mad that he scored a goal. He was mad that he was doing better than his team in that game. Oh, and then blew it against the Rangers in the second round. Anyway, this guy, he'll do fine in Philly, I'm sure.
Well, do find him Philly personality-wise, point-wise, really, I don't know off the top of my head how many points DeAngelo got this year. I really don't see him getting, 51. I was about to say, I really don't see him getting anything over around 40, but if he got 51 on the Hurricanes, maybe he'll get around 45 with Philadelphia next year. But, the guy is an absolute, joke. He focuses on everything but this game itself. He's a player that once you get under his skin, he is just gonna whine and whine some more.
He's getting paid $5 million.
That's right. 2 years, 10 mil. Yep.
Huh? Why is he
Crazy.
getting paid $5 million? Okay. All right. Well, anyway, next trade or move or whatever.
Oh, and I found a surprise video for a certain player who signed with the Blue
Alex
Jackets.
just comes up with the surprise videos. I think Alex is making sure season 6 is the season of videos and memes.
Yes.
Because
We got round 2. Duncan Keith is our nostalgia of the week. Let's get it up to Mr. Duncan Keith.
round of applause, future Hall of Fame defenseman. 3 Stanley Cups, won the Norris, I think, a couple of
17
times.
years in the league. I mean, this guy.
Yeah, and the crowd forgot their job to cheer, so I'll give the opportunity for them.
The virtual crowd cheering. Yep.
Yes.
Well
And
done.
you just muted them.
Yeah.
Over 700 career points also.
Duncan Keith, man. He's good. One of the best left-handed defensemen we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say first ballot Hall of Famer, but he'll definitely get in.
Yeah.
He'll definitely get in.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Calgary Flames fan page. He likes how the NHL hasn't posted about, we basically... You know,
They waited for his official retirement 2 days after he basically announced he was retiring. They basically waited for the press conference, but you see, we post ahead of time.
when he officially announces it, they'll talk about it.
Right.
Luke Coonan is heading to San Jose.
Good trade for San Jose. That was an easy trade for them. Luke Coonan brings a game that San Jose needs, and I feel like for a guy like Coonan who was doing okay in Nashville, but I think he needed a change of scenery, right? He was kind of like dwindling there. I feel like for him to go to a team like San Jose, who's still in the process of building, I think that's a good trade for them. That's a walk in the park for San Jose.
Remember, this guy's another former first-round pick, 24 years old still. To only give up a third and another, I guess, middle-of-the-road prospect, it honestly isn't a bad deal. He pulls in a role on that second or third line for San Jose, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Problem is, he's an RFA, so they got to make sure they can re-sign this guy.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes, but I think they'll get it done.
Yeah, let's hope. And Mr. Adrian Kempe is staying in Hollywood.
Good. I was very happy about this signing because Kempe had played some of the best hockey he's played last season. And Kempe, he's one of their key guys. He's going to make $5.5 million next season on average. That's a good signing for them. Good guy to keep around.
Yeah.
Also knocking on the door for 200 career points already. And this guy's 25 years old, so keep that in mind.
I saw him in the ECHL, so I've seen this guy for a long time. I know exactly what this kind of player is. This guy's a really solid player for the Kings, and he's going to be probably one of the future faces of the franchise.
Yeah, you gotta think still. Obviously Justin Brown just retired. We know Doughty, Kopitar, and Quick are retiring within a couple of years. But it's kind of like now you gotta start getting, you gotta start hyping up Adrian Kempe, Quentin Byfield. Now it's time that you start promoting the kids a little bit, and definitely Kempe. Not that he's a kid necessarily. He's got to be 26 by the time next season
He's 25. He's 25.
Yeah, he's going to be 26 by the time the season starts.
He's 26 in September. But 35 goals last season for Kempe.
He's incredible. I love him on the first line, especially.
Career year for this guy.
Yeah.
54 points.
Yeah,
he's nuts.
Yeah, 54 points is career high by a significant margin.
His career high before that was 16. He pretty much doubled his career high in goals.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got cap friendly up, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm looking over here, that's how I know that. So
yeah.
He's got cap friendly. I got hockey reference. There we go.
Yeah, I got NHL.com for the stats.
I use all those, so I just have cap friendly. I just like it the most. Anyway.
All right, we got the draft picks. I'm going to play the Crickets because Mr. Lucas Johansson is staying in Washington.
This is a bad thing?
The amount of money.
Okay, listen.
That is a lot of money, though, for an AHL guy.
Listen.
Two-way?
Lucas Johansson, he has been the most forgotten prospects in the Capitals.
Here we go.
For the record, he hasn't done anything in the AHL, even though he played 2 career games, like well deserved for him. However, looking at elite prospects, this dude was a first rounder.
Oh god.
He's now turning himself into a career minor leaguer. Listen, I get that the injuries have took took the potential away from him, but he had a career year with 62 games. But I'll give the credit for the re-signing, even though that he played a lot. He's been getting through injuries. 62 games with 28 points. I'll take it. So that's why he got the NHL job. One game and 1 point. Good job.
Point per game player in the majors, folks.
Correct. But if I usually go for the last 2 years after the 2021-22 season. Combined, 14 games, 4 points. Combined for the last 2 years.
Was he injured?
Yeah. 9 and healthy scratch as well. 9 games, 2 points, 19-20. And from the shortened season, 2020-21, 5 games and 2 points.
God.
So they're really paying this guy $1.5 million essentially for 2 years, even though he's been injury prone, like massively injury prone. That's crazy.
Yeah, and had a breakout AHL year.
Of 8 goals, by the way. 8. I just pulled up 8 goals and 20 assists for 28 points in 62 games.
Correct.
That's what earned him $1.525 million.
Yikes.
As a guy who doesn't even know how to skate, I could get on the ice, score 5 goals, and get $1 million. Sounds good to me.
Against Lucas.
When in doubt, just go to the Hershey Bears and just be like, yo, Caps front office, give me some.
Sounds good to me.
This was a huge re-signing for Nashville.
Wow.
Crying Alex Stossel alert.
Former Capital, baby.
Yo, I'm gonna give the crickets to Brian McClellan for not mentioning about Mr. Philip Forsberg.
You got my knee rat. So funny.
Years.
Oh my god, listen.
By the way, 84 points in a very nice 69 games. That's
Nice! Oh, wait.
It's not only
wait,
nice,
wait,
but
wait.
that honestly though, that's incredible. 84 points for a fringe playoff team.
Yeah.
Is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Thank you, crowd. Keep laughing at Kirk McClellan also.
Yeah. Caption contest. We know what time it is. Caption contest featuring Shane Wright death staring the Montreal Canadiens.
All right,
You
we're
are-
just gonna avoid that first one.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't say that out loud. Sorry.
That
Yeah,
was crossing the border.
Yeah. When you see the crock pot after practice?
That was well done.
The moment when you realize the time and mom is almost home from work.
I've been there many times.
Guilty.
I had to defrost the beef.
Oh,
I think I
man,
actually commented on this, didn't I?
10 joke.
I think I commented
Yes.
on this.
Oh, hold on. When you don't make the right decision.
Yeah,
Bruh.
Harrison, former guest of the show. We gotta get Harrison back on.
Yes. When someone reminds the teacher of the homework.
Oh yeah, that's
I've seen
Very
that
accurate.
before.
Yes.
Smack some kids, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
I actually think I commented on this, I think. Did I?
I don't think so. But Sam, what would be your caption contest be?
When that one kid claps for you for an award who actually actually has not done anything for you.
Yeah.
that one's good.
Like for example, I just graduated high school a couple of weeks ago, but about a month ago now. So we had like a senior recognition night. I get a couple of awards things. So I see people clapping in the crowd. I had no idea who they were or what they didn't know me. They're like clapping. I'm like, what in the world? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah. Nope, exactly. During graduation, like when I was seeing kids that like didn't like necessarily hate me, but like like didn't talk to me at all, like
Didn't give a crap.
never
Yeah.
wanted to be sociable towards me, and I just see them clapping. I'm just like, You're clapping
got-
like seals to me, bro. I don't care about you. I
Like-
just care about my friends and my family clapping.
Like I only have like a few like people that I was close to in high school.
Right.
Why was it that when we showed the senior slideshow, my name got my picture got the loudest crowd pop of everybody in there? I don't know why. Okay.
Bro, hey, listen, I wasn't popular in my school either, but like everyone knew about Fletcher Sports Zone, so it was kind of
Yeah,
like
Power
Everybody
Skate,
knew
right?
that I did YouTube, so they were like, "Oh, okay."
Right. You see, yeah, exactly. Same thing at my high school.
I can
Like
relate.
everyone's just like Grant Flood, like I want to talk about this guy. A sports topic happens, everyone's running over to me. I'm like, oh, you
Yeah.
didn't want to talk to me 2 weeks ago. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, and I'm basically popular for doing YouTube at my school.
Right.
People know me. I've actually gotten recognized a couple of times
Oh, nice. Yeah,
outside of
yes.
school for being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have just about 600 subscribers. How the hell do you know me? Anyway,
No, literally, I'm still waiting for that one day where like I'm in the middle of a grocery store and someone's gonna be like, "Are you Fletcher Sports?" I'm just gonna be like,
For me?
who are you?"
first time,
do I start running? I don't know. Do
the
I
first
try
time I
to
got recognized was
socialize?
at a trampoline park.
Wow.
I'm not even BSing you. It's at a trampoline park, and I was with friends. My friends were laughing at me the whole time. Anyway, good.
I'm shocked because obviously, since we're going to the same college, I like to watch a lot of small YouTubers, and especially you, being from New Hampshire and being a huge Bruins fan, I'm stunned I never came across your channel, Sam.
Yeah. You never came across me once? Oh, man. Well, I
I
think
guess not. Because you commentate the Bruins games, I commentate the Bruins games. We're
Never
probably
I do
on at the same
Capitals.
time. That was probably the thing.
we both know John from Off the Wall. We both
And
know
Alex
him.
Yes.
knows John. We've
Yes.
had John on Power Skate a few times. And
Yeah,
then, of course,
yeah,
I
me
had
and John are friends.
I somehow met him at the Bruins Ducks game this past
For
year.
those who follow my stuff, I'm doing a video with him next week. But that's not the point. Let's move on.
Yes.
John's a traitor. Nah, I told him we have him back on.
Yes. Okay, I'll give you my caption contest.
Oh, go ahead.
When you see your ex-girlfriend's game at your own hockey game.
Puck bunny alert. All right, moving on.
Yeah, I have got to bring that up. So.
Do you know what's growing on your loofah?
Oh
I
no,
do
no,
not
we
care.
don't want to know.
Whatever. Just move on to the next one. Bro, we're already an hour in and we've only completed like a third of the subjects.
Okay.
Nick in the chat saying, Sam, you're from New Hampshire. Wow, I'm from Maine. Shout out to Maine.
Okay.
Right.
Anywho, Florida Panthers re-signed Lucas Carlson and E2 Lustarin. Yeah.
Lustarin. I learned how to say it.
Lustarin.
Lustarin.
Small deals.
Good deal for Lustarin. Carlson's kind of an overpay, but Lustarin's a good deal.
Yeah. Braden Holtby is expected to miss the entire 2022-23 season with a lower body injury that was suffered this past March. The injury is also career-threatening, and he may be forced to retire. I call it the Johnny Boychuk retirement.
Right.
Yeah, so sad because Holtby was a good goaltender for a long time. So that's
Yes.
sad. By the way, what are my language parameters on here? Can I go full on leash, or can I have to hold back a little bit?
If you want.
Just do what you want. We don't
Okay,
really
I don't want to say something and then never come on the show again. So all right, go ahead.
Well,
I'm not trying to, but if I say something, I don't want to get yelled at. All right.
If you say something that's out of our comfort zone, we'll contact you after the show. Just roll with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably should have asked that beforehand. All right. Anyway, but for Braden Holtby, this is.
I thought you were gonna just start absolutely bashing Hopi. I thought you were gonna be like, we hate you from 2012. That series is
guy's
still
an ass.
my memory. Oh my god! I thought you were about to go off on Hopi for a second. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting topic to just start lambasting someone's career on.
No. This sucks because Holtby's a good goaltender, and obviously, I have my personal hatred for him, but that's not the point. He's a good goaltender. It sucks to hear.
It really does. No, Hopi. Even I like to call him Hope Beast because he honestly was a beast. In his prime,
He's good.
Man, it's a damn shame that the Capitals only won one Stanley Cup with them. And I know it's a franchise issue, but like if you put Holtby on the Lightning, if you put Holtby on the Avalanche, like I think Holtby wins another Stanley Cup or two.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Really. I think even if you put him on the Bruins, they might win.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and if Holtby retires, we got to do the save post.
For sure. Save game 2 against Vegas.
Yes.
100% are on that one.
Mm-hmm. Islanders resign Robin Sal. Islanders are doing another signing day, which I didn't get to the other three, but
Andy Andreas, yeah. Again, another one I saw in the LA Kings organization.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was with the Red Wings for a little bit, too.
Yeah, he was in the LA Kings organization, the
And the
minors.
Flyers.
I saw him with the Monarchs, and, another good one.
Nostalgia of the week, Manchester Monarchs, ladies and gentlemen.
That was my team right there. So sad. I want them to come back. Anyway, this is a good deal for him. I'm glad he's doing well, even though he's not like a full-on NHLer yet. He's like two-year, two-way, it says. Glad to see he's still doing well and still playing hockey, so good to hear.
Robin Salo's pretty young, too, so he's got another bright future.
Yeah, he's a good defenseman from what I saw.
So this is essentially the only thing that the Islanders have done all free agency.
Yeah. That is depressing. Well, Grant, we're ones to talk, but go on.
Hey, at least we actually acquired.
We'll get into that later on about who we got. But I think everybody knows.
All right, Georgiev is staying in Colorado.
3.4.
Wow, it's not like they wouldn't re-sign him after trading for him.
3.4 though. Wow. Okay.
Long-term
They're
goalie,
literally
long-term
giving him a
solution.
shot.
Go for it. Why
Long-term
not?
solution.
You're
I thought
Colorado.
that was Kemper,
You just won
but-
the cup. You're shooting your shot now. You're like, whatever. If we win more cups, I'm gonna get greedy.
Okay, Avalanche have promoted.
Chris McFarland.
Yeah, Chris McFarland.
What?
What?
Yeah, the what sound effect? As their new GM and Joel Sakic will be president of hockey operations for the Colorado Avalanche.
I feel like that's
I
the
have
background.
questions.
I have so many questions myself. The first one I'm asking is why?
I mean, you just
Because Sakic, good for him to get the promotion to the president of hockey operations, but like, he was doing a hell of a job as the GM of the team, so why switch it? Why
That's what I'm
switch
saying.
why
Look,
switch what works?
it's worth worth a pay raise or a
Yeah, I get it, but
basically, it's worth going up in the ranks, but not after you just won the Stanley Cup with him as, your GM. Like, you gotta wait another couple of years. Or go in a dynasty and then do it, right? I don't really like that, switching GM, but he's still with the franchise type of deal. Just keep him as your GM.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Next.
People are roasting Lou Lamoriello in the chat. Lou
Yep.
went to sleep before the free agency started.
Not
Maybe
wrong.
Don Sweeney did too. Anyway, Don Sweeney did as well. All right, Henrik.
Oh.
No. Don Sweeney made one move the second free agency started, and then he went to bed. Because he did make a trade like 11 a.m. right when the market opened. He did make a trade, and then he just went to
I
bed.
was in the dishes
Which we
when it
will
happened.
get to.
I was doing the dishes when that happened. All right, go ahead.
I
Borgstrom.
was working
So-
when that happened.
So, Henrik Borgstrom, welcome to Washington, and right wing Brett Connolly have both been bought out of their contracts.
I think Brett Collins gonna retire. He's been in the league so long.
Yeah.
He's one of those
For
players.
the Bruins and the Capitals.
Oh, those times when he was with the Bruins were brutal.
He was
I
not
think I
good.
actually stopped.
I mean, he
I was a
wasn't
couple years
he
there.
wasn't like Matt Bolesky bad, but like Brett Connolly bad.
Damn close. Brett Connolly was one of those players where I think that was right around the time I actually stopped watching hockey for a couple of years. Was right
Oh
around.
my God, same.
It was the two Bruins bad years in the middle of the 2010s. I stopped watching for a little bit. I got hooked with baseball and stuff, so I didn't watch hockey a lot. But that was it. Brett Connolly, I'm like, oh, that and John Michael Lyles. Those two sides were terrible. Terrible.
And I also despise John Moore. He was obviously.
Oh,
He was the guy before we traded him to Anaheim. He was the guy. He was the Bruins player I just could not stand.
Now
buy out John Moore.
now it's Connor Clifton and Nick Foligno. Anyway, Alex Nylander 1 year, 2-way with Pittsburgh.
I was about to say, Grant, you're still not going to thank John Moore for your service in Boston?
I will not. And even when he retires, I just simply will not. Because he was a great defenseman with the Devils. The Bruins signed him, and then he sucked.
Here's my message to John Moore. Pick a finger.
Okay. But pick a finger if you think John Moore was so bad at Boston from the beginning. Put a finger down if you think John Moore should not be with the Bruins. Put a finger down if you think that this was a good move, getting traded to Anaheim.
We know where we're going with this.
Hold on. Put a finger down that you thank Urho Vakanainen for your service when he was traded to Anaheim.
I thank him.
Put a finger down that you said goodbye to John Moore, but never said wish the best to you in Anaheim.
Bye-bye.
And put a finger down that you're a diehard Boston fan. Cross your heart till you die. All right, there we go. All right, Alex Nylander
was another one. Thank you, Bruins coverage.
Nick Ritchie. That guy. That's man.
Bro, I remember when the Bruins played the Leafs this year. Jack Edwards just roasted Ritchie. He was just like, and Nick Ritchie. Well, he had more concussions than goals with the Bruins. I'm like, man, Jack Edwards. I mean, he's my guy, but oh my God, can he push the envelope sometimes? But I love him.
God, this guy. Oof, he's interesting, right? At the end of his career, I think he's gonna be out in a few years. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, he said he was gonna retire after 2025.
What are your thoughts about Patrick Kane possibly getting traded to the Rangers? I doubt that'll happen.
That's probably not.
What cap space? They don't have cap. They just paid Trocheck $5 million. No way.
They would have to get rid of either Kreider or Zibanejad, and no way would they do that for Kane.
They'd be foolish.
Not.
All right, Nylander re-signed
Next.
Pittsburgh.
Let's just start skipping the major. We haven't even hit free agency yet, and we're over an hour. So
yeah,
Nichushkin,
8 years.
This is huge. So for Mr. Valeri,
I
heard Valerie. Why? No idea. Anyway,
I said Val.
Really good.
Your deal worth $49 million. This is a really good signing for them. Really good re-sign. That's their future guy right there.
Yeah.
After McKinnon and Landeskog go, that's their number one guy right there. That's a guy you can trust.
And let's be real.
Last season, career high by a mile, and had a fantastic playoff run also, getting 15 points in 20 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's good, man. I mean,
and also
points.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
25 goals, 27 assists for 52 points in 62 games played.
Right.
Had 15 points, including 9 goals in the playoffs for Colorado. That's a key asset. You know, That's your number one right wing. So, good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Matt Murray is heading to Toronto.
Why? I need answers.
Do you want the Crickets to answer your question?
We need a lot more.
Because I get why they did it, but
we need a lot more than crickets.
How about the crowd can have the opportunity to laugh for the Maple Leafs, the Maple Laughs.
Here's what I'm going with right now.
Yeah,
that's it. Because that was a depressing trade. Poor guy. I mean, to be honest, Ottawa won the deal.
Yeah.
Matt Murray's all right, but he's not great. So that's an interesting one for sure.
Yes. Ricard Raquel, 6 years, $5 million.
this was when Pittsburgh was saying their goodbyes to Malkin.
Overpay?
And it is an overpay also, but I get it because they just traded for him, so they have to keep him around.
Overpay, but good player to keep around.
Right.
Yes. All right, right for your Bruins nostalgia of the week. Meet Zane McIntyre back to Minnesota.
Next, don't care.
Goodbye.
Providence Bruins legend, but don't care. He was in Providence. We don't need him.
Jacob Brisson to Buffalo.
Bryson's a good one.
Bryson.
Yeah, he's a good one. Not a bad one. Yeah, underrated.
Carson Coleman.
Hey! More Bruins players. Yeah, or former Bruins players. I don't know. That's kind of sad when Seattle claimed him off waivers, but yeah, he's doing good with them now, so good for Coleman.
Good stuff.
Koonan released from New Jersey.
Yeah, Kawakanen off to free agency. All right, interesting.
Blashill to Tampa Bay.
That's interesting because he was not a good coach at
No.
all. So I don't really know what Tampa Bay's doing, bringing him in as an assistant. But
Speaking of Detroit, who's their new coach now?
I think it was their Lightning assistant coach.
It was a Lightning assistant. So they swapped assistants.
It was a trade. It was a trade. Let me look it
was
up.
an unofficial trade.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
All right, Grant, we got the Crickets involving the Flyers.
Oh
Eric
boy.
Lalonde.
Oscar Lindblom.
Yeah.
What a jerk. What jerks.
This was
Honestly.
stupid.
I hope he has the best season of his career in San Jose next year. What jerks. Guy comes off cancer and then you let him go. What jerks.
Not to mention, we're not talking about like, oh, I get it. Oh, he beat cancer. We're just going to keep a roster spot because he got like 5 points in like 20 games or whatever. No. We're talking about a guy who got 26 points on the third line.
12
Keep him.
goals.
What are you doing?
12 goals.
12 goals. And again, he's
Dude,
primarily playing on
why?
the third line, 25 years old.
Like, why? Why would
Again,
you
coming
trade a
off
guy
the
like that?
Masterton, just so stupid to get rid
Why
of
would you
him.
let go of a guy like that? Just the guy to have like one of the leaders of the locker room with that kind of story. Why would you get rid of that? And the guy who can pretty much produce 26 points in 79 games for Philly last year. Why?
So stupid. I hate that.
Bruins coverage nailed it.
But the Flyers will make room for a cancer like Tony D'Angelo. Don't you worry.
Right.
Locker room morale doesn't matter when John Tortorella's the coach, apparently.
Wow.
We're gonna see a compilation of John Tortorella this year.
Bruins coverage nailed it. Fletcher's a horrible GM, though. How do you do that and not even move anyone to get Gaudreau? What?
I got a special video when we get to
With
Gaudreau.
the Flyers, but the Flyers never offered him the contract. Oh my god!
Another good
Sabres
signing here.
fans, get
Another
on the
good
Vinny Hinostroza hype train until October.
No one's getting on nobody's hype train. They're the Sabres. They suck.
It was
The Red
to
Wings
be
and
honest,
Senators are officially better than them.
actually, you know what? I don't know about that. Buffalo really got better after Eichel started
They
playing
did.
with Vegas.
They did. They did have a
actually
very
were
strong
putting-
second
they
half
finished-
of the season.
I'll give them credit. They didn't finish 15th this year. They finished 11th. So good for them.
Late improvements. Hey, maybe next year they'll finish 10th.
Nostalgia of the week, Scotty Bowman. He's gonna leave to Chicago.
Bye-bye.
He's
This
definitely
Bud's-
retiring. There's no way he unretires and joins another franchise.
Yeah.
Sabres fans are happy, all two of them.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Sabres
Talbot-
fans 6, maybe.
Talbot is heading off to Ottawa.
Well, so as we know, obviously, with keeping Fleury around, Talbot was gone.
Yep.
Senators trade Matt Murray. They get another goalie in their mid to late 20s and Cam Talbot.
better
Not
goalie.
a bad option.
A better
Just
goalie.
kind of a stopgap. Is he better than Matt Murray? I think so, but
Mm-hmm.
I
Right
can trade
now,
away
yeah.
Philip Gustafson, which I know he was a decent young goalie, but yeah, you would rather have Talbot.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Hold on. I gotta play the Crickets because I just realized that Mr. Evgeny Malkin is staying in Pittsburgh.
It makes sense. And he honestly, I felt like he did take a pay cut to kind
I
of stay
was-
there.
I was so convinced he was going elsewhere.
Yeah.
After all the crap he talking about, the Penguins telling Crosby and Russ and all them, the Penguins don't think I'm good anymore. And then now he re-signs in Pittsburgh to a 4-year. Remember, Malkin's not young, by the way, in hockey terms. He's not all that young.
35.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll be 36 by the time
old.
the season starts.
He's 35. He's going to be 39 at the end of this deal. 39. He's going to be making $6 million over the next 4 years. What in the world?
Yeah, that's absolutely rough. Like, I get the kind of the crickets here. He did have 42 points in 41 games, so I get it. He's still kind of a point per game player when healthy. But yeah, to just say literally 2 days ago, I'm going to test free agency, and then you sign the day before free agency starts.
The night before.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man.
Now we're going to get to free agency day. Evander Kane, 4 years, because that's why he's holding the 4.
Nice picture. Good deal.
It is a good deal. He smartened up. When he was with the Sharks, he was one of my least favorite players, but now he deserved it.
Don't let him get to his piggy bank.
Robert Thomas is staying in St. Louis for 8 more years.
That guy in the comments saying re-sign David Perron. Ouch.
We'll
overpay
see.
for Robert Thomas.
Wait. Maybe not.
Overpay for Robert Thomas, but a good player to keep around.
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth $8 million per season, maybe 5 or 6. They overcompensated, but got a good player.
Yeah, good player. Only 23, coming off a 77-point season. I get why they did an 8 for 8. I mean, again, 8-year contracts are getting pretty common in the NHL nowadays. So whether a player deserves it or not, really.
There's a few we'll get into in a minute.
Yeah.
Yes. Alexander True, 1 year, 2 year
Next.
deal.
I don't know much about him.
Darren Helm still playing.
Next, playoff veteran.
Okay.
Small re-sign. Here we go.
Hold on. Can we go back to Darren Helm for a second?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I want to make a quick comment about Darren Helm. Can we go back for Helm for a second here? This one, for Darren Helm, right? We'll get into the Bruins one in a second. I know the Bruins fans in the chat are probably talking about this. But Darren Helm, this one was an interesting move. I thought he was going to retire because he won his second cup, right? First one in 15 years. But I thought he was going to retire. I thought he was going to be happy. Nope, another year, 1.25 for Colorado was a good middle or bottom 6 left wing for them, or center, whatever he was. That's not a bad one. Now the Bruins. Let's go. All right.
Okay, now I'll play the goal horn again.
Helm was worth it. Oh, yeah, I keep on forgetting. I'm ready to jam out to Zombie Nation, but nope, never mind. Anyway, Zacha, 36 points in 70 games last year. I'm putting it this way. I know I like Derek Halla in Boston last year, but he's worth Pavel Zacha. Because Zacha's 6 years younger, way more upside, and actually fits a position of need the Bruins. They needed left wingers.
Solid. And good.
Solid and fast left wingers.
This guy's
and
good.
Got that with Zacha.
I will say this. I think they made the right move, but moved the wrong player. I liked Eric Halla. I thought he was one of the most underrated players in the league last season.
Let me guess. You're going to say Craig Smith they should have moved on from.
No. Tomas Nosek. The reason Nosek would have been a good one. But Zacha for Halla, pretty even swap. Both teams did pretty well this trade. Halla is going to do fine in New Jersey. I wish him the best of luck. Zacha, I hope he gets the arbitration situation figured out. I just filed for salary arbitration today. Hope they come to an agreement. And I hope Zacha is a very good Bruin for the next couple of seasons. I'm hoping the best for both players here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. No grudges against Eric Halla.
Absolutely not. Very good player.
Great player.
He fought his way to a second-line center with Hall and Pasternak, and he actually did really, really well. So, good.
What was it, 44 points last year? He did great, too.
15 Was it 15 goals?
Something like that.
I think so.
18 goals, 26 points for 26 assists for 44 points in 78 games. Good for Holla.
Now Manson is staying in Colorado for 4 more years.
That
Thought
I'm
he was
not
going to
shocked.
Anaheim. I thought he was going back to Anaheim.
Yeah, that
I mean, it makes sense why I go back to Anaheim, but I figured, we just won a cup. He's not leaving.
Yeah.
Darcy Kemper staying in Washington.
Cue the Capitals go hard.
Please do not play the siren. No. Please don't play the siren. My chat, my people from my channel know I hate sirens.
But don't worry, I'm not gonna play the siren.
Just play their horn. Their horn's fine. The siren's terrible.
They actually got rid of the sirens. So don't worry.
When?
They got rid of the siren.
If they did, my prayers have been answered. Sorry.
I never knew they got rid of the siren.
That's why I didn't hear it last.
That had to be at least a
That's
couple
why I
years
didn't hear it
ago.
last playoffs. Anyway, good for Kemper. He's getting paid. Good stuff. 5 years. He's going to get like 5.5 per season, something like that. Good for him.
You happy? No more Van Chokin sleeps enough. And we're actually going to get to sleeps enough right now. Maple Leafs! You don't learn! Last year, you went with Campbell and Mrazek. And this year, you're going with Matt Murray and a guy who gave the puck right to Craig Smith and made the most legendary Fletcher Sports Zone moment. Way to go!
One of those legendary
You
moments on
stuck
my channel.
by.
One of those legendary moments on my channel. I was live for that too.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing. And the funny thing about this is, if one of them gets hurt, you know who their goaltender is? Eric Shelgren.
Oh. I was about to say, I know Michael Hutchinson signed elsewhere, so it wasn't him anymore.
It's Eric Shelgren.
Guess what? Is Hutchinson going back to Colorado?
Yeah, he went back to Colorado. That's
Come on!
Anyways,
Michael Hutchinson.
Samsonov had a decent.
Oh, he
season
signed with
last year.
Vegas. He signed with Vegas.
Vegas, whatever it was. Anyway, he's gonna be a third string goalie, but
Laughing stock of the league behind Arizona. You're right, Bruins coverage. You're right.
I mean, they don't learn. Matt Murray, Ilya Samsonov. You think that's gonna win you a playoff series? I don't.
Next.
Victor
one I'll talk-
Olsen is staying in Buffalo.
Overpaid, good player.
Yes.
Buffalo needs to
4.75
overpay
per
to keep
season.
them.
This is a really good signing. Really good signing.
Oilers signed Jack Campbell to a 5-year, $5 million.
Very good signing. They needed a goalie because Mike Smith's getting old and Mikko Koskinen's going back to Russia. Good stuff.
Yes.
Yep, 31-9-6 last year with 5 shutouts.
Malcolm Subban and national anthem singer for one time.
Oh yeah.
I was going to
Malcolm
say,
Subban, a former Bruin I cannot stand.
no, here's the thing, right? I was going to say, is he going to be a goaltender or is he going to be the anthem singer? Because it's clear that he's better than one. He's better with one thing than the other, and it's not the goaltending part.
What was it in 2014, 2015? Claude Julien was like, all right, Subban, you're going to play this one random game against the Blues. He let up like 4 goals in the first 2 periods, and Rask came in and immediately, and I'm like, oh my God. You better be giving Rask hazard payment for that.
Yeah. Next. Penguins re-signed Pierre-Olivier Joseph to a 2-year deal.
Next.
Decent
Yes.
deal.
You report the news, but we ain't talking about that. Same thing with this one. Alexander Edler, you're old, wish you retired, but whatever. Okay, next.
Okay, deal. Move on.
Same signed
one.
Claude Giroux to Ottawa.
Yeah, very good deal. Ottawa's
Yeah.
going home, right? He's from the Ottawa area. He's going home to his hometown team, and he's going to do some really good stuff there.
Yes. Lightning
Let's see,
signed
Lightning.
defenseman Ian
75
Cole.
games last year for Giroux. Will he win a cup in Ottawa? I don't know. I think they're at least 2 years away from a playoff spot. You know, Giroux talking
you know
about
what? They
they're
could sneak
only,
in.
You know, I wouldn't sign with Ottawa if I didn't think they win the cup, right? We'll see if that quote backfires or not. But I
They
think
could
it was a
sneak
smart
into the
decision.
playoffs this year.
34 years old, you're going to your hometown team. One last shot to win a cup a couple years from now. Why not do it?
Yeah. Now Ian Cole signs with Tampa Bay.
He's
With what
just trying to ring chase.
I was going to say
Next.
with rain chasing with what money? The Tampa. What is Tampa? How do they pay? We'll get into that in a minute. How do they pay all those guys 8-year deals? Moving on.
I think Ian Cole has won like 2 Stanley Cups, I believe.
He's
Really?
still ring chasing, whatever. Greatest
What's
defenseman
the
of all
third?
time. He's won more rings than Ray Bork. Wow.
But
You're
oh wait,
3-0.
yeah, you guys won 2 Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the
Next.
Blues and the
Pittsburgh.
Penguins.
Devils signed Brandon Smith to New Jersey.
Pylon.
Next, yes.
Pylon.
Blues signed Thomas Greiss.
Old.
Why?
Yeah.
This is who you replaced Russo for.
Old. Next.
So
Next.
stupid.
Okay. All right. Kraken signed defenseman Justin Schultz. Thank you for your service, Justin.
Let's talk about this. I actually wanted the Bruins to go after this guy, but for Justin Schultz going to a team like Seattle, who's still building up, like they have a lot of potential, especially with Shane Wright, who's probably going to be getting some NHL time next year, probably a lot. Good for Justin Schultz to go to a team like Seattle, who's still, on the verge of building towards a playoff team. So that's not a bad signing at all.
Yes.
It's not.
Blues re-signed Nick Leddy. Well, we don't have a.
There's no picture. That means we don't care. Move on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Kraken signed goaltender Martin Jones. I forgot to put the deals in.
It was only 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Monarchs
1 year.
legend Martin Jones.
Bruins legend. Remember part of the Lucic
He was
trade?
there for a cup of coffee. All right.
It was, and then we decided to get
Oh, this one.
Halak.
Ouch.
And Curtis Lazar is heading to Vancouver.
He got paid. Good for him.
Good for him. 3 years, I
Oh,
think.
again-
3 years shocks me, but it's a
Again,
great deal.
I don't have anything against Lazar. Wish you the best of luck in Vancouver.
He was great. 3 years, that's good.
Rangers
This one I
signed
have a problem
Vincent
with.
Trocheck to 7 years.
This one I have a problem with. Overpay for a long time. I don't think he's worth $5.625 million.
He only just got 51 points last year.
4.5 maybe tops. And it's for a long time. This is a 7-year deal. This is going to backfire on this organization.
Yeah.
For sure. Good player, just it's gonna long term with a lot of money. Nope.
Red Wings signed center Andrew Copp to a 5-year deal, and he's in his hometown.
Good.
Good signing.
Detroit did really well this offseason.
Yeah, they did.
Is going well.
Yes. Okay. Maple Leafs signed center and cup dropper.
Well, hey, you know what? At least in Toronto, he won't have to worry about dropping the cup anytime soon.
Yeah, Nick
You
Obey.
won't even have to worry about making it past the first round.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
good signing. Underrated.
Flames signed Kevin Rooney.
Massachusetts native. Woo! Okay, don't care.
All right, move on.
Massachusetts native. Just want to point that out.
Kelly signed Troy Stetcher to a 1-year deal.
Solid. Arizona's doing something interesting here. Troy Stetcher's a really good, underrated defenseman.
We
Grant
signed
White.
Alex Edler and you let Troy Stetcher walk. That annoys me.
I don't get that logic either, but
That annoys me.
Troy Stetcher, solid defenseman,
Yeah,
Young.
he is.
and he's going to be decent for Arizona. Not a bad signing at all.
For sure.
Yeah. Blackhawks signed Max Domey, which is basically the Kirby Doc replacement, and Andreas Athanasiou.
This team is the most bipolar team I've ever seen. They trade everybody out, and then they sign Domey and Athanasiou to $3 million deals. What? Why?
It's because they were like, I don't know what their thought process. Maybe they were just like, okay, we know Domey and Athanasiou are gonna go to cup contenders, so let's just sign them now because they know that they can be like depth pieces.
And that's
for
why
a
I'm
playoff
saying,
run.
like, why are you signing
get
these
that.
guys? That's why I'm saying, why are you signing these guys? This is the most bipolar team ever. Anyway,
And now,
On to Detroit.
Red Wings signed
Holy matter, we
Olimata.
can skip it.
Okay, cool.
Don't care.
Okay. Ilia Mccaff to Vancouver.
how did he get that money?
Because Canada.
$4.75 million for Ilia Mccaff, who is bar none a third liner. Almost $5 million. Man, Vancouver is desperate to get good, aren't they? Wow.
Yeah.
21 goals and 32 points.
I mean, 21 goals is nothing. Is pretty good, but like, is he worth almost $5 million a season?
Oh,
No.
it's ridiculous. Playoffs? He did have an okay playoffs, 4 points in 7 games. Still, is that worth almost $5 million? No.
No. Next.
Okay. Let's see here.
That's right. Detroit did go off this free agency.
And we get to play Brush Bonanza!
Wow.
Why?
What a trade. What a trade. What a freaking trade. Carolina did well here with getting Brent Burns. That's a fantastic trade. I don't know how they can afford it, but they got him. And looks like they didn't really give up a whole lot for him either. And they got this Lane Peterson dude. I mean, they gave up Steven Lawrence, who's now in RFA arbitration, and 2 prospects. A prospect and a conditional pick in next year's draft. Good one. Not bad.
Really is. I know you're gonna look at Burns is 37. Remember, 54 points last year.
Right. He'll be playing probably 2 or 3 more years. That's a decent deal for Carolina.
It's a really good deal. I like
definitely
it.
still a top 25 defenseman in the league. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. San Jose again.
Sabres signed Ilya Lyubushkin.
Well, I mean, he'll have a better chance of winning the Cup in Buffalo than in Toronto. So good for Lyubushkin.
That's true. Sabres are a wild card. We don't know how they're gonna do.
He got paid, so I guess I can't knock him. Good job.
Yes. Frank Vatrano is heading to Anaheim.
Another ex-Bruin I don't really care for. Not being brutally honest.
He's all right.
He's all right.
Vladislav Nemestikov is going back to Tampa.
He's playing crisscross applesauce with this one. Like,
Give me 5.
what? He started in Tampa, went to Dallas, now back to Tampa, and he played for like Ottawa at some point too. What is this guy doing? Okay, and
He's back again.
He got overpaid.
Line left wingers back. Tell a friend.
He got overpaid too. Anyway,
Yeah.
2.5 is not worth that. Maybe 1, but anyway.
Tampa Bay's just got to define logic for the rest of NHL history, apparently, with the salary cap. So
Yeah.
Yes.
we ain't got to worry about whatever they give whatever player.
Yes, Maple Leaf signed Adam Gaudette.
Yeah.
Good
Next.
deal.
Next.
Yara Halak to New York.
Again.
Yes.
He's a
Okay.
member of the Rangers this time. I think Halak will do well. Yeah. I
He's
mean,
old.
obviously, Halak having a rough year in Vancouver. He's like, listen, I know my days in, St. Louis, New York, and,
Boston.
Boston's behind me. But, if I can back up one of the best goalies in the league right now and try to retire as a Stanley Cup champion, why not? I love Halak. So go for it.
Yeah.
You go, Yaroslav.
I'm going to step away for a second. I have to go run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You guys
That
can
is
talk.
fine.
I'll be right back. Should I just leave for this for a second or what?
Oh, you can do whatever. Turn off your camera, mute your mic, do whatever you want.
I'll be right back.
Cool.
All right, so we'll get to the 8-year swim team for the Tampa Bay Lightning. First team on the swim team is Mikhail Sergachev.
I mean,
Okay, can you guys relax? Thank you. Go.
I'm just confused why they are able to sign these players to such massive contracts when it's clear they don't have the salary cap to.
50 mil over the cap.
And they signed Nick Paul earlier in the offseason.
Yes.
And, they paid him, what was it, 22 mil?
Yes. All right, Anthony Cirelli for 8 years.
50 million. 50 million for Cirelli. I mean, again, I understand he's a great player. Really good second liner for him, but still just absolutely mind-boggling. He's 25. He just turned 25. 43 points. Playoff machine, as are all these guys. But, yeah, it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Third round pick, too. Wow, there you really made the best out of it.
Mm-hmm. Next. I said next.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Eric Chernak for 8 more years.
So this deal is over 40 mil for Chernak. Now, terrible deal. This is the worst deal out of the bunch. I don't think Cernak's worth 8 years. He's probably worth like 4 or 5.
I'm back. No. Eric Chernak is not worth that kind of money.
That's what I'm
Absolutely
saying.
not. No.
What about Sorelli and Sergachev? You think they were worth the 8-year deals?
Sergachev was, Sorelli was not.
Yeah.
All right, we got the swim team out of the way. Brendan Lemieux's back to LA.
Next.
Good sign.
Gonna get suspended some more. Who cares?
We'll be fighting more people.
Penguins reset our first ever nostalgia of the week. Dustin Takariski.
Oh, I love Dustin Takariski back in his Canadian days, and now he's the third string goalie on the Penguins. Sad day. I swear though,
Florida.
after that 2014 playoffs, I literally thought Takariski was going to be like an all-star goalie. Little did I know.
Yeah. Now Colin White's going to Florida. Basically,
I mean,
basically,
he's got to plug in on the third line. I mean, they are bringing back Don Sweeney, I'm looking at the chat. That's why I said that. They're not going to bring back Joe Thornton, so it makes sense why Florida brought him in.
I'll give you credit. They're both ancient. Move on. Good for Colin White getting money, but
Kyrie signed Nick Bjugstad to
I don't care.
a 1 year.
I don't care.
Yeah, he's playing in the college arena. Woo!
Nostalgia of the week.
play
Cody
ASU.
McLeod has retired.
Cody McLeod is the most useless topic here.
I will say about Nick Bjugstad, but Arizona, go play in a college arena at a college that I got accepted to. Move on.
Yeah. Bulldog Nation, rise up.
Shark sign Oscar Lindblom.
Good
we
for
kinda
him.
talked about this when, we kind of talked about him. We think he's going to do pretty good in San Jose. Stupid Philly got rid of him.
Charlie Lindgren. Welcome to Washington.
He's your new backup for Kemper.
But you know what? We want
Went 5-0
Fucali.
last year. Oh, that was worth every penny.
We want Fucali and Copley. Free them. Oh! Did I mention Phoenix Copley? Oh, we'll get to that. But we need Fucali in the NHL. Blue sign Noel Achari.
This is a full circle moment. Okay, 2019 screwed out of a cup because of a trip against the Blues, and now a couple years later he goes to St. Louis. Full circle
Alex, I'm
moment.
telling you, I'm not
And
the
that
only
was
one
a
who brings up this stuff. whenever I reference like 2019 or whatever, like I'm not the only one who references it.
1 year, 1.25, cheap deal. Good for him.
No, Achari's gonna do fantastic in St. Louis. It just pisses me off that he went to St. Louis.
Another
Colin-
bipolar move.
Colin Blackwell.
another decent player that they're grabbing, so a playoff contender doesn't grab him. It's like the Blackhawks are pretending to make moves. They're like, we're going to make all these decent small moves, and we're just going to forget about the 2 massive trades we just made.
Exactly.
This is a great contract.
Your Game
absolutely
6
love every single bit of this contract.
Your Game 6 game winner, Arturi Lehkonen, will stay for five more years.
Oh, fantastic contract.
At the
Absolutely
Mile High
great.
City.
Playoff warrior with Montreal, with Colorado. He deserved every penny.
Makes
In the
sense to
regular
me.
season, he had 38 points. He is just your very solid second-line left winger that you can rely on. Great
Yeah.
re-signing.
Makes sense to me.
Matt Owen, 1 year. Okay.
don't care.
Another former Bruin.
I don't
And
care.
Predator. And Shark. And we don't care.
Mason Marchman to Dallas.
Round of applause.
I'm glad he's getting the payday after all the crap he's been through over the past few days.
Yep.
Good to see him getting paid. And he's going to a decent organization. It's not like he's just leaving Florida and going to like a crap place. Dallas has the ability to sneak into the playoffs every year, so that's a good signing for them, for both
Yeah.
sides. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Detroit takes David Perron, and whoever said they'll sign David Perron, you're wrong. He's going to Detroit.
It's a 2-year deal. It's going to be worth $4.75 per season for Perron. He's 34 years old. A solid move. Solid move.
It is a solid
veteran.
move. I mean, he's going to average about 40
Detroit
points.
is a very young team. If they get a guy like Perron as a veteran, we'll get to Sherratt in a minute, but Detroit did a really good job here getting a guy like Perron to be a top piece and a top winger. Ben Sherratt, on the other hand, why is he getting 4 years? I don't know. That's an interesting one.
He was really good. He had an off season last year. Maybe Detroit's just hoping to get like 2020 Sherratt back. I don't know what the plan is here.
4 years, $19 million. Yikes.
That's pretty pricey, but Detroit does have the salary cap, so it makes
They
sense.
definitely do.
Pay a little bit.
Not anymore, but they definitely did.
Yes, and we need to give the Flyers the Crickets. They brought back Justin Braun.
Who the hell cares?
Next! We
don't
know
care.
Justin Braun, another former Shark, but sadly, no
Like,
one
good.
cares.
Like, good. for
Jan
Braun.
Ruta to Pittsburgh.
All right. Kind of
Good
a
team.
downgrade from leaving Tampa, but all right, that's fine.
Nick Deloria gets the Crickets. Or Chuck Fletcher gets the Cricket.
No, I said Deloria gets the Crickets too. Why the hell are you signing in Philly?
Broad Street Bullies
Money
keep
where he
the
wasn't gonna get
tradition.
money elsewhere. I can
Nick
assure you.
Deloria. Wow.
No one is paying Delorier 1.9 mil unless you're the Flyers.
Kraken sign Andre Burakovsky. I'll give
Well
a round
done.
of applause.
A very, very good signing. Seattle, that's a future piece to the franchise right there. That is a fantastic signing for Seattle. And Burakovsky got paid. Well deserved.
61
Yes.
points in the regular season and in the postseason. Wow, 8 points. But he did play in 12 games because he was injured. That's right. So, and obviously scored the Game 1 finals winner. So, yeah, Burakovsky, great player.
Panthers sign Mark Stahl.
He's a fossil.
Fossil.
Eric Stahl got a
Eric Stahl.
got a tryout.
This is Nick Cousins, but really don't care either.
Okay, cool.
3-year
Should've
ELC
drafted Shane
for
Wright.
Slafkovsky.
Congrats. There we go.
Yay. We are really riding the Shane Wright hype train.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come back in 2026 when he's out of the league and in the KHL.
Yeah. Like 2020, like in 2020, we were on the Marco Rossi hype train.
Well, Marco Rossi's at least lived up to the hype, so hopefully Shane Wright will.
2021,
We didn't really ride on anyone in 2021.
I think we got the umpire because umpire looks like Grant.
Oh, yeah, on power, I guess.
And 2022, we got Shane Wright.
Let's go. You got right.
Jets signed David Riddick.
Backup goalie next.
They needed
Hellebuck.
somebody.
Hellebuck's still starting 60 games.
Yes.
They needed somebody.
Caps signed Eric Gustafson. He's more likely to be a beer league defenseman.
That's right.
Yes. Red Wings signed Dominic Kubalik.
Kubalik, good deal.
Kubalik, very good deal. Very good deal.
I call it
for the
Kubalik. But okay.
For both sides.
Canucks
So,
signed Dakota Joshua next.
move on.
Yes. Okay, cool. Alex Dalock to Chicago.
Why?
Come on, say like you should just say it. You should have done the Aaron Dell route and went back to San Jose just because why not?
Okay, Patrick Nemeth is heading to Arizona State University.
What a terrible trade when I say 2 seconds. I mean, if you're the Rangers, you're ecstatic. And if you're the Coyotes, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, God.
2 second-round picks for Patrick Nemeth? That's terrible. And this is also terrible. What
This
are
is
you doing?
this
Erica
was-
Branson?
This was the worst signing of the entire free
I
agency.
think so, too.
4 years, $4 million for Branson going to Columbus. He's not worth $4 million.
He's like worth 2. 17 points? What the heck?
This dude's gonna get bought out in about five
This guy
seconds.
has played 641 career games. Over under 94 career points.
God.
Jeez Louise. He's played in almost 700 career games and he has not reached 100.
There is
I don't
no
care if he's a
excuse.
defenseman. That's a joke.
There's no excuse why they paid him that money. Besides, they were desperate. For what?
Literally didn't have a guy in the AHL. Next.
Okay.
AHL player. We're just skipping the AHL players.
Mitchell Stevens, you're next.
AHL player.
Madison Bowie.
Borderline AHL player. Next.
Crap. Next.
Phoenix Copley is into LA.
Next. Congrats. Don't care. You're
Have
only
fun in
gonna
Ontario with the rain.
Quicker.
Louis Domingue to the Rangers.
He got his spicy pork and broccoli.
So, 2-year deal. So, basically, he's playing in Hartford this year, but he will be the backup if Halak retires next year. Gotcha.
Good pick. A good pickup for them.
Yeah.
All right, Josh Brown to Arizona.
I could care less about this deal because he was a Bruin who sucked for 5 games that I saw him. I didn't see much out of him, so I don't know why he's getting paid $1.275 million. I think he should be making league minimum. Anyway, move on.
Okay, cool. Kale Clegg to Buffalo.
I don't know who
Next.
that is.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Hey, we gotta love the preseason players, right?
Or let's resign Brett Kulak to a 4-year deal.
Good deal.
This guy used to play on the Flames.
Yep.
I think,
Wow.
yeah. AJ Greer is heading to your hometown.
This guy is underrated as hell. This guy, the stats he had in the minors last year was absolutely insane. I'll pull it up last year. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, he
here.
only had 2 points in the NHL, but I know he was a high pick for the Avalanche.
With the Utica Comets last year in the New Jersey organization. 22 goals, 30 assists for 52 points in 53 games played with the Comets last year.
Good. That's good. That means no more Anton Blith.
No more Anton Bleed. No more. He's averaging just under a point a game. Pretty solid player. I don't want to have that guy on my organization. That's for sure.
Yeah,
could
that was
definitely-
actually worth it. Good.
If somebody gets hurt, Greer's coming right up.
All right, Charles Houdon, 1-year, 2-way deal. He's back.
It's not popping up. Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't know who that is.
Anyway, he's a center. Next. I have his rookie card. It's a shame.
Oh, the most legendary name in hockey history.
Hey, what's up, Bruins coverage? I saw you comment that earlier in the show.
Greg McKegg.
Greg McKegg to Edmonton.
Awesome.
Next.
Good name.
Cool.
Cooper Marody, 2-year, 2-way deal.
Cool. I forgot to blink because I really don't care.
Alex Lyon, for those who do not know, he was flipping up during the Calder Cup final.
Third string goalie.
Massive L.
That was an L, though. Come on, man. 2-game suspension.
Calvin Pickard to Edmonton.
The only thing I remember about this guy was he was terrible on the Avalanche, and then Vegas picked him in the expansion draft.
Calvin Pickard, piss off. Move
I
on.
literally forgot about Pickard.
Senators trade Connor Brown to Washington. Welcome to Washington.
Caps won the deal.
Weren't all these insiders reporting that he was going to go to Edmonton? So what's up with him going to Washington? I mean, good deal for Washington, getting another middle 6 right wing, but like, why? You know? I don't know.
Probably going to be Backstrom or Oshie's line mate, so we'll see.
Well, Backstrom probably.
And we're breaking Brass Bonanza.
Why? These two players have been completely... Pacioretty has been so irrelevant for the past, 3 seasons. I don't even know why he's classified as a big name still.
Yes.
Max Pacioretty, this was a cap.
Prone.
This was a cap dump and a half. This guy was making $7 million with Vegas, and they're already in cap hell. So this is a good deal for Vegas to get rid of those guys.
Right.
Yes.
He actually had 37 points in 39 games before getting hurt last year. So I guess he still is producing decent numbers when healthy. But yeah, no, he's been injury prone. 33 years old. It was definitely time for Vegas to move on.
Okay. Johnny Goodrow.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Johnny Goodrow.
Oh my god. I was like, what the heck are we doing here?
Do you want to know why I'm sharing this?
Because
It's the compilation about Mr. Johnny Gaudreau. He is going to Columbus. We salute you.
Anyway, fantastic signing. We don't have to go much involved here. We know Johnny Gaudreau was the best player this free agency. 115 regular season points. He did incredible during the playoffs also.
So, okay.
Worth every penny.
I'm going to have you listen to an audio clip of a Calgary news reporter who absolutely roasted the absolute hell out of the Gaudreau signing.
This was very funny.
So here is what he said. I'll play the audio clip for you. This is from CBC Calgary.
And that's the news for now. I'll be back here at 11 unless a news station in Columbus offers me way less money. And I'll probably go do that. I forecast.
Just that would be me as a news anchor,
just like
fun of
thank you. What are you doing, man? Takes a pay cut in a lower year to go play in Columbus after leaving the team who won the Pacific Division. You're going to Columbus? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's only $200,000 pay cut from what Calgary offered, but still, why?
Yeah.
So
he's gonna get the John
Ryan
Strome
to Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
Strome got paid, but he got paid too much.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna break Soul Bossa Nova Austin Bear theme song.
I forgot to care about Marcus Johansson since he left the Bruins. My bad.
Mojo at all-time low.
Great Bruins player back in 2019. Unfortunately, it's 2022 and he's kind of a fossil.
Andre Palat, 5 years in. Do you want to know what sucks Lightning fans? You want seeing Sweet Caroline every time when Palat scores a goal.
Well, 49 points, and again, another playoff warrior the past 3 years.
The Devils really did well here with getting Andre Palat. That's a really good player.
Riley Smith, he technically re-signed a month ago. Just didn't
we've known this, but it's a good re-signing for Vegas to get a guy like Riley Smith back.
Yeah. Penguins signed Johan Larson.
Don't care.
Josh Archibald.
Don't care. Josh Archibald, irrelevant.
Josh Norris.
Chuck Norris.
This is a
Josh Norris
overpay. He's too young to give him $8 million.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. When players just have one great year and then they just give you massive contracts. Don't get me wrong. 55 points in 66 games is great, but
Josh Norris is a good player, but is he worth $7.95 million every season over the next 8 years?
5 years, $5 million. Beautiful contract. That's all they need to do.
Overpay and too long.
Mm-hmm. Scott Perunovich to St. Louis.
AHL guy, soon to be KHL guy.
Whatever.
Dylan Strome to Washington.
Good signing for them.
That's a good signing for them.
Cheering for him to come to the Bruins. I'm not going to lie, but that's a good signing for the Caps.
Mm-hmm. Lankinen and Mark Jankowski going to Smashville.
Two I don't know. Move on.
Okay. I know them, but they're going to be,
Yeah, I know.
They're going to be center, backup goalie. Same thing here. Third pair defenseman, Victor Mete and Jordy Ben. I love Victor Mete back when he was in Montreal, but he's been on the steady decline since joining the Sens.
And Jordy Ben, what the hell happened to that guy?
He's another good one back in the day.
Zach Sanford going to
my guy. That's my guy. I met that guy.
That's right. Yeah, you posted about that.
So I'll show you the picture. I met Zach Sanford. So he was when he won the Cup in 2019. He was taking every day. Every person has a day with the Cup. So I'm gonna find the picture. So I've met him before. Really nice guy, down to earth. I'm glad he's getting paid in Nashville. Let me see if I can find the picture. It is somewhere in my camera roll. I have too many pictures. Oh, here it is.
I feel like this is the longest power skate we ever had right now.
Yeah. Well, 2 hours. My computer's actually about to die.
There it is.
We'll make it quick. I'm sorry. Okay, wait. We got Sanford. Who should we talk about?
Oh boy, this is why you follow Power Skate. Up to date hockey news.
Mm-hmm. Kelly Yarncroke going to Toronto.
What a great signing by Kyle Dubas. Yarncroke
really
is
is.
very underrated. That was a really good signing for them. And
Very
Yarncroke is
cheap
really,
as well. Very cheap.
really crucial to middle six piece of that team.
Morgan Frost going back to Philly.
Crickets. Absolute crickets. Stupid why they're keeping him around. Frost is
Okay.
very solid player that is being buried in the AHL, and I hate it.
He's
Where-
I don't know
where's-
why he
where's my
resigned
crickets?
when he knows he's
He's
not
going
gonna
to the
get his
Lehigh
spot
Valley
on
Phantoms.
players. Ridiculous, dude.
He's
Just
going to play
move
for the
on.
Phantoms next year.
John Marino heading to New Jersey for Ty Smith. Crickets.
Well,
Nah. Good
no,
deal.
Crickets.
It's a good deal. I mean,
Both teams
I think
can
the
help
Devils win the trade now. Ty Smith's development will determine who wins the trade in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh won this trade for right now because they needed somebody. And they hit the jackpot with this one. Jeff Petrie going to Pittsburgh. That's a really, really good deal for them. And Montreal gets Mike Matheson, who's a pretty solid defenseman himself. So
Right.
that's not a bad trade for either side here too. So Jeff Petrie going to Pittsburgh is a really good deal.
Shane Wright reportedly fell to the number 4 due to a bad attitude during the team meetings. Crickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
That's the rumor, but if it's true, it probably paid out for him. And our last topic of the day is one we honestly don't care about, but Matisse Janmark signed with Edmonton on a 1-year deal. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 hours, but we recapped free agency for you.
Yes, and
There you
also
go.
Pierre Engvall re-signed with Toronto as well.
I don't know why he re-signed there, but anyway.
All right. A great start to season 6, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Say that.
All right, so yeah, that's gonna wrap up for season 6, episode 1 of the Pirate Skate Show. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. That would greatly appreciate it a lot to us. That's gonna make us do more podcast videos in the near future. Do you guys want to follow our personal social media accounts? Links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow the Pirate Skate Show official for news, updates when we go live, and all that good stuff? Links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow Floss the Sports Zone? His YouTube channel will be linked in the description. It will be after the stream. Check out mine as well. Links are also will be in the description after the show. And most importantly, Sam Smith.
So you can just subscribe to me on YouTube. Just look up Sam Smith NHL. My videos will pop up. Go follow me on Instagram and TikTok at samsmith.yt. So that's how you can find me on my other platforms. I'm somewhat active on TikTok. I post nothing related to hockey. And Instagram, I'm very active on there. I post a lot. So on my story.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Do you guys want to add anything before we pretty much head to bed?
Yeah.
No, just want to thank everyone for stopping by again. Thank you, Sam. It was a pleasure having you on. I've been wanting to have you on for a couple of weeks. Glad we were able to get you on, and hopefully we'll get you back on sometime soon.
Yeah, I'm going to be starting up my own podcast show coming up real soon. Stay tuned for that one. In a couple weeks, I'm starting up with my own podcast. Stay tuned for information coming up about
For
that.
sure.
I do have a name picked out, so I'm making it.
Is it my name?
What?
Is it mine? Was my suggestion?
No, somebody else made a good suggestion about it, so it's going to be a good one though. Yours is good though. Yeah, so stay tuned for that about my podcast, and I think I'd have you guys on for sure.
Definitely. All right, Sam. Well, as always, thank you for coming on. It was an absolute pleasure, my man.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem, buddy.
And that will be it. Season 6, episode 1 is signing off. And tell all your friends that we played the Crickets. Some cheers, some laughs. Season 6, episode 2 is coming soon. Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
And also, I am going live for the Home Run Derby tomorrow on my YouTube channel and the All-Star Game.
And I have a...
Oh,
What happened?
did it crash? Did his Wi-Fi cut out? What happened?
Oh yeah, or his computer's dead, I guess.
Poor
Okay.
Grant. What happened?
I don't know what happened, but I apologize, guys, if what happened. Yeah, it was a great stream. Seems
Was
like
fun.
Grant's. Seems like. Oh, here comes Grant. Grant's on his phone.
All right.
What happened?
So my computer just died, but I just wanted to
called
say
it.
that I just have a very special stream coming Tuesday. I'll be interviewing a YouTuber, 8:00 p.m. So make sure you go stop by for that. I'm Grant Fluffy Fletcher Sports Zone saying enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm on my phone. I can't even hear any audio right now. So enjoy the rest of your evening and see you guys on the next Power Skate stream.
All right, have a good night, guys.